The capital of the United States turned into a stage for massive military power. Thousands of soldiers, Abrams tanks, combat helicopters, and armored vehicles paraded down Constitution Avenue in a military parade claimed to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army. However, the timing of the event sparked controversy as it coincided with President Donald Trump's 79th birthday and was held amid growing protests in major U.S. cities. The Policy Studies Institute estimated that the U.S. military parade would produce 2 million kilograms of emissions, equivalent to the amount produced by the production of 67 million plastic bags. The parade was the realization of Trump's long-held dream, now serving his second term as president, to openly showcase America's military might at the heart of the Capitol. The event lasted all day, starting with military fitness competitions and culminating in the evening with a procession of 6,700 soldiers and a line of armored vehicles such as M1A2 Abrams tanks crossing the National Mall, while Black Hawk, Apache, and Chinook helicopters circled overhead. The parade is estimated to have cost between 25 to 45 million US dollars and had a significant impact on Washington, D.C. residents. 4 days of road closures, flight delays at Ronald Reagan National Airport, and concerns about road damage from the weight of the tanks were all highlighted by the public. Critics of Trump say he is using the military to satisfy his own ego at a cost of $45 million to taxpayers and, by claiming absolute executive power, is presenting himself like a dictator. For decades, Americans have associated heavily armed military parades with Russia and North Korea. Senator Rand Paul, R. Kentucky, also made the comparison this week and said he didn't think the ceremony was the best idea. This may help explain why most American adults are angry about the idea. The city government even had to ask the military to add metal plates to protect the roads and put rubber on the tank wheels so they wouldn't damage the infrastructure. However, this did not quell the protests of residents and observers who viewed the parade as an irrelevant display of power. The parade was also held just days after Trump ordered the deployment of National Guard troops and U.S. Marines to the streets of Los Angeles to deal with anti-deportation demonstrations, making the celebration even more political. Despite the fireworks and parachute displays by the Golden Knights, the meaning of the parade has divided public opinion. On one hand, the parade was celebrated as a military tribute, but on the other, it was seen as an expensive display of power that was insensitive to the turbulent social and political conditions in the U.S. For Trump, the parade was promised as another moment of victory, the pinnacle of the 2024 election victory that brought him back to the pinnacle of leadership of the world's most powerful nation.